Good morning and welcome to WNHH-FM's Dateline New Haven. I'm your host, Paul Bass, inviting you to look behind the headlines on the stories that make our community tick. Our community has more talented musicians than we can count, including those who make recordings of their own music. We're going to hear some of that music today and watch it as well in the latest edition of the New Haven Video Jukebox. First up is a young man who was in the studio yesterday. Jordan Watson blew away the crowd at the inauguration of our new mayor with a rendition of Sam Cooke's 1963, A Change Is Gonna Come. Jordan Watson.
Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, and I'm afraid to die. But I know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. And I go to the movies, and I go downtown. Somebody's always telling me, boy, don't go hanging around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. So I go to my brother, and I said, brother, help me please. Yes, but then he winds up knocking me down on my knees. Oh, there were times that I thought I wouldn't last too long. But now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
A change is going to come from Jordan Watson at the inauguration of New Haven's new mayor and board of alders and city clerk, board ed president, a week ago. Brought down the house, started 2020 right. We're doing that on New Haven Video Jukebox on WNHH-FM. I thought I'd start out with some videos from recent recordings since the new year, including Junebug Saddle performing at a Hank Williams tribute at Cafe 9 with I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive, shot by Brian Slattery.
I'll never get out of this world alive. My fishing boats broke the creek, is full of sand. My woman run away with another man. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive. My distant uncle passed away, left me quite a batch, and I was living high until the fatal day. A lawyer proved I wasn't born, I was on the ash. Everything's against me and it's got me down. If I jump into the river, I'd be struggle and strive. I'll never get out of this world alive.
I'll never get out of this world alive. Jukebox saddle at the January 1st Hank Williams tribute at Cafe 9 shaped by Brian Slattery. I wonder, how do you get out of the world alive? Harry, I think Hank Williams was doing a pretty clever play on concept there with that one. So 2 nights later, it's the year 2020 now, here in video, New Haven Video Jukebox, over at the Cellar on Treadwell, the band You're Not Listening Brass Band did a version of Madonna's Like a Prayer in an interesting way to start the year off.
Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home.
Thank you, Karen Ponzio of The Independent, for shooting that video. January 3rd at the Cellar on Treadwell. The You're Not Listening Brass Band, all-in brass band doing Madonna's Like a Prayer. Very original version of that one, I think, Harry. What I really like is the xylophone. A nice touch to a brass band. Kind of gave it a nice feel. So you're listening to New Haven Video Jukebox. Local music in New Haven, by New Haven. We just did a series of videos and songs from the beginning of the year so far. Now we're going to pivot to videos that the artists themselves have made. So they're going to be a little higher quality here in the video. And this videos tell a story themselves. If you're just listening on 3.5 FM, live streamed at newhavenindependent.org, this is radio. So just enjoy the local music that way. And if you're watching us on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter video, take a look at Hear What Moonshot of New Haven shot this video at Neville Wisdom's Westville studio. It's called Black Teens.
I'm capable of breaking it down. Yes, I'm breaking it down. I do it now. I start breaking it down. Not me. Not
But that doesn't mean nobody's going to love you. You just say you don't need it, Mooncha. I'm New Haven's Moocha. Black Teens here on New Haven Video Jukebox. WNHH-FM, your home for community radio. I'm Paul Bass. We're doing local artists and their videos. A big year for Chesky last year. 2 albums came out. He's touring the country. He's from the Morris Coast section, New Haven. I really like this video and this song called Electrocardiographs. I think it's kind of heavy about surviving into his mid-30s. You know, I'm older than Chesky, but I still kind of get that feeling when you reach a certain point and the number hits you in the face and you look back where the years have gone and you look at them kind of differently. Chesky up here with electrocardiograms.
Catholic schoolboys rule, 9 fingers to the sun. Happy you woke, I woke up fully clothed and broke as fuck. So repressed that I cringe when British folks say the word cunt. Systemically made us felons so we would never hold their guns. Only hire shooters, never been to Hooters. If this was Los Angeles in 92, I'd be a looter. Kanye sends dick pics, I send dog pics. How the hell am I 36 and so fucking defiant? Swam back to the trap, noticed most trap rappers are clients. Like clockwork, our country's blessed and obsessed with ultra violence. Working in the drug world, you see a lot of grown men crying. I was actually born in July, most these guys are Leos lying. Touch a lot of dollars, all of it I owe to others. Never wanted to fuck with crack after I saw it fuck my father. This life has a lot to offer. Sweet poisonous kisses from the lips of priests or devil's daughters. Precious vixen mistresses quick to spit the venom sick for several sicknesses. Severing heads with liquid sedative sediment slide like sedimentary mud. These fuckers won't take me alive or touch what I've done. Then I'm breaking my prime and I'm too fat to run, so I'll die. Holy fuck, like the body of Christ inside of a nun's cunt. No, 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 that's too much. You're supposed to pose as a poet, not grow into another punch-drunk punk. Today I'm overthinking of a population that voted for Trump. Of the one time in junior high when a little boy called me skunk. Because he saw my skin was light, but I wasn't white enough. Thought English wasn't my mother tongue because my family was Puerto Rican. Suburban Connecticut kids laughed at a name that sounded foreign. Never quite fit in with the other ones on the teacher's attendance list. In California, when I was 11, they asked me to talk Mexican. Got so sick of explaining that eventually I just said, yes, 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 that's fine. Everything is a test. Everything falls in line. Like flat ones and electrocardiographs when we die. Everything is a test. Eye against eye against eye. In the meantime, use those brains to redefine that life. Everything is a test. Everything falls in line. Like flat ones and electrocardiographs when we die. Everything is a test. Everything falls in line. Like flat ones and electrocardiographs when we die.
Everything falls in line like electrocardiographs and we die. Chesky, that was heavy. That was Chesky of New Haven here on New Haven Video Jukebox. One of the many great songs he released in 2019 on 2 albums that I'm still trying to get my arms around here. You're listening to Video Jukebox from New Haven. Mark Mulcahy had a song come out in August called What If I Go Off With Bob? It tells a story that took me a bunch of listens to kind of figure out what was really going on. It has his usual twist. Let's just put it that way. Mark Mulcahy, for decades, a leading local musician touring the world.
Bob,
What If I Go Off With Bob?
Bob. I got a telegram just the other Friday night. It said exactly this: what if I go off with Bob? It was cryptically trippy, just as I was not aware that there was someone other than me that you'd see. Oh, what if I go off with Bob? It brings me difficulties. Oh, what if I go off with Bob? Because I think he's got the sugars that I need. Hey, hey, hey. Now I woke up very, very, very early on Saturday morning. Somehow in my sleep I had decided that I had deciphered the meaning of what if I go off with Bob, and why you sing to my ears and I to my ear. What if I go off with Bob? It brings me difficulty. What if I go off with Bob? Because I think he supplies the sugars that I need. It's Sunday afternoon, and what it expects of you, you need a day of rest, not a one-question test. The day is yours to spare. We'll figure out if Bob is your friend. You need your rest. Yeah, you need your rest. You need your rest. Bob, 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 Bob. And so it goes. A weekend of two people in doubt. One making problems, one having problems. You come to a secluded conclusion. Asking makes it so. I can't claim to you or anything when you go. What if I go off with Bob? It brings me difficulty. What if I go off with Bob? Because I think he supplies the sugars that I need. Yeah. What if I go off with Bob? Hey, 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 hey. What if I do?
What if I go off with Bob? One of Mark McKay's latest. What a fascinating song, a good song. And those life-changing, simple questions about whether you follow your heart and whether to make life complicated. I think the way Bob Dylan put it was on Blonde on Blonde, your debutante may know what you want, but I know what you need. So we're on Dateline, New Haven Video Jukebox, local artists, local videos. Christine Ford grew up in New Haven, became a musician, an indie musician. She has a great song called Radio, one of my faves. I got a chance to see it live once. And you can see the video she made that. She plays all the instruments.
In the morning. This song is called Radio. In Chicago, I went through 4 fake IDs to get into the rock shows. I was 19. Tacoma, Cinco, Reject CJ, my unpaid internship at being a scene. But they're never gonna dance to this. They'll be looking at their phones, never gonna call it ahead. And you won't hear it on the radio. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, you won't hear it on the radio. Whoa, whoa, oh. But it seems not so fun when everyone you know is the setting sun. Against the odds, I'll go back to my roots here. Make my way in Massachusetts, playing every night in a different club. Teaching the day, it's not what I love. See them young kids playing that guitar. I don't know why they try so hard. They're never gonna dance to this. They'll be looking at their phones. So what's it gonna be, kid? Is it Nashville, New York, or Los Angeles? Scratching off a jackpot lottery ticket. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm turning up the radio. They're never gonna dance to this. They be looking at their phones, never gonna call it a hit. You won't hear it on the radio. Whoa, whoa, you won't hear it on the radio. Whoa. Never gonna dance to this. They be looking at their phones, never gonna call it a hit. You won't hear it on the radio. Whoa, you won't hear it on the radio. Whoa. Never gonna dance to this. They be looking at their phones, never gonna call it a hit. You won't hear it on the radio. Whoa, you won't hear it on the radio. Whoa. Never gonna dance to this. They'll be looking at their phones, never gonna call it a hit. You won't hear it on the radio.
Well, actually, you are hearing it on the radio. Radio from New Haven's Kristen Ford. WNHH FM's New Haven Video Jukebox. Local music, local videos. Really fun watching her build the guitar parts herself, layer upon layer, and then the videos at the end. Great music. We're doing local music. Chesky went to some pretty dark places and came out the other side with a lot of humanity in his 2019 recordings, including this new song, Sans Soleil.
This has been an awfully costly trip, taking many parts of me with it, taken away. Finished with the talking about it, once my words are hardly making sense anyway. This has been an awfully costly trip, but this planet hasn't lost me yet. Take me away. This has been an awfully costly trip, but my body hasn't brought it yet. Sans Soleil. Wrote another eulogy for a friend that will stay hidden inside a notepad, never to be read. On a plane again, devastated while all these strangers are staring with mouths agape at my face as if they pity some sort of elephant man. Listening to love song for Dead Che, followed by the Requiem. Thinking of short lives, how Amadeus was 35 when he died. Yet somehow I'm alive, with both feet standing on Galapagos Islands, where Darwin spent 5 weeks to be immortalized. I'm only discovering ways to hide this heart-pounding anxiety from my mother's eyes. I feel her sensing that I'm not fine, and she's right. She sees the creases on my forehead grow darker from feeling the cold breath of death on the back of my neck each night. Na na na, 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 na na na. sleep trip, but my body hasn't run in yet. Sun Soleil. Wrote a song for Rob called Survival Part 1. Wrote one for Maria called July It Snowed. Can't believe we lost you 6-0. Fucking hate the fact that you never got the chance to see your beautiful girls grow. Bender's mother's handed me a painting of his son smiling. I missed the way he drunk dialed me, just speaking blood meridian wildly. They kicked me out of Canada, never saw him again. Niles and I talked death, about the times we felt numb enough to make life end. A year ago he wrote he had a year left. Still didn't want to believe it when I received the text. Cleaned his house spotless, fed the pets. Wrote a short note, put a rope around his neck. Too bad I never wrote back about that Death Grips track. I was hating, now I'll listen back. Jay, Brian, AJ, Noah fucking smack. Such beautiful art stopped dead in its tracks by track marks. Figurines of sad fat luck cats sit armless in bodegas. I wish I could have saved you. Wish I could have saved you all. I wish I saved you. Wish I could have saved you. Today the perfectly curated image galleries of their lives are left on social media sites frozen in time. Pretty girls on the internet ask me if I'm fine. I reply, I'm alive. Alright. Na na na. Na na na. Na na na. Na 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 na.
I'm alive, all right? Reports Chesky on one of his terrific new recordings from his last 2 albums of 2019, and that one was San Soleil on WNHH FM's New Haven Video Jukebox. Local artists, local videos, including this new one from Steve Rogers. There's been some dark places that are coming out the other side. 2019, he put this out. And Steve Rogers, formerly Miracle Legion.
There's a hard time coming. It's like a feeling that I still know, but I won't be afraid. Oh, no. There's a hard time coming. It's like a storm on the horizon, but I won't be afraid. There's a hard time coming. It's like the feeling that I suddenly know, but I won't be afraid. Oh, no. There's a hard time coming. It's like a storm on the horizon, but I won't be
There's a hard time coming. Steve Rogers back playing music live in 2019 with friends. Helped out with Suzanne Vick on the washboard, Seth Adam on the bass, Spencer Lucky on pedal steel. Another new recording out recently from local bluegrass musicians. An original from Cat Wallace, David Sasso, Dreamer Say on WNHH FM Video Jukebox.
Say, will you dream for me a wild sweet dream of a foreign land whose border sips of foaming sea with lips of coral and silver sand, where warm winds lull on the shady deeps or lay themselves in the tearful mist. The great wild wave of the breaker weeps o'er crags of opal and amethyst. Dreamers say, will you dream a dream of tropic shades in the lands of shine, where the lily leans o'er an amber stream that flows like a rill of wasted wine, where the palm trees lifting their shields of green harry shafts of the Indian sun, whose splintering vengeance falls between the reeds below where the waters run. Say, will you dream of love that lives in a land of sweet perfume, where the stars drip down from the skies above in molten splatters of bud and bloom, where never the weary eyes are wet and never sob in the balmy air, and only the laugh of the paroquet breaks the sleep of the silence there.
Can you imagine more beautiful picking, fiddling, strumming, harmonizing on the vocals? Cat Wallace and David Sasso's Dreamer Say. I believe we call that Americana these days. We're back up here on New Haven Video Jukebox, local music, local video, with Chesky's Middle Earth, which I consider, and Brandon Slattery, top recording of 2019 from the New Haven scene.
Try that again.
Slipping my way through the cracks, and I hope you don't overreact when my body collapses. I've been wandering, hoping to find my own place on this planet. I've been up in the middle of it, I've been up in the middle of it, in the middle earth. I've been nothing but real with you, I've been nothing but real with you. Slipping my way through the cracks, and I hope you don't overreact when my body collapses. I've been wandering, hoping to find my own place on this planet. I've been up in the middle of it, I've been up in the middle of it, in the middle earth. I've been nothing but real with you, I've been nothing but real with you, to the dirt. Is honesty overrated? How many times have I said the same thing in new ways? Start to think it's the way that my life's gonna be, and I guess that's okay. Wanted to be a grunge singer when I was a child. Grew up fast and wild. Now the crow's feet are crawling all over my face every time that I smile. What you know about being decapitated while your body still rolls around endlessly? Is there a way for me to face my infinite demons and maintain a sense of stability? Hustling for pennies like I was still 14. I ain't ready to grow up. Just wasn't made for these times. Realize I will never blow up, and that's fine. I'm not Cobain or Cornell or Lane. I'm just floating inside my own lane. Every word that I'm singing is plain. Just hoping that someone out there can relate. And there's times when I hate my brain, when I drive directly into trees. Think of 6 million ways to stop breathing, but my heart is pounding from the anxiety. Every year it gets sadder and fatter, to the point that you realize none of it matters much. For the minutes we have on this planet, we're seeking love, and that's more than enough. Call it what you want, call it God, call it your freedom. That connection between living beings is a powerful thing, and that's real to us. Slipping my way through the cracks, slipping my way through the cracks. Slipping my way through the cracks, slipping my way through the cracks. And I know she don't love me like that, and I know she don't love me like that. Not the gay nor the lady, maybe neither of them gonna love me back. Nah, slipping my way through the cracks, slipping my way through the cracks. Slipping my way through the cracks, slipping my way through the cracks. And I know she don't love me like that, and I know she don't love me like that. Not the gay nor the lady, maybe neither of them gonna love me back. Nah.
Yeah, I am a middle child. It took me a little while to stop trying to get the approval of others. It's better than living life in denial. My worst fears to be middling. In my nightmares, I'm a kid again. And my teacher is asking my chosen career. I deceive her, cause that's what adults want to hear. They like doctors, firefighters, not a future that's odd like it's Tyler's. It's probably a sign I can't lie through my teeth. I was missing my 2 front incisors. But now I sing my K9 into sound rhymes like they steak knives. Anxiety tried me, I've died, been revived. So I'm trying to hold on to my 8 lives. And I cannot pretend I could handle it if I ended up in middle management. Yeah, I have to be fucking with something I love if I'm burning both ends of my candlestick. And even then, I'm a little carp, busy giving birth to a great tale. To my biggest fans, I am Joan of Arc, walking Middle Earth in my chainmail. Yeah.
Slipping my way through the cracks, and I hope you don't overreact when my body collapses. I've been wandering, hoping to find my own place on this planet. I've been up in the middle of it, I've been up in the middle of it, in the middle earth. I've been nothing but real with you, I've been nothing but real with you. Slipping my way through the cracks, and I hope you don't overreact when my body collapses. I've been wandering, hoping to find my own place on this planet. I've been up in the middle of it, I've been up in the middle of it, in the middle earth. I've been nothing but real with you, I've been nothing but real with you, to the dirt.
Slipping their way through the cracks, trying to find their way on this planet. Chesky and Samus with the song, the New Haven song of 2019, Middle Earth. You're listening to New Haven Video Jukebox on WNHH-FM, your home for community radio, 103.5 FM, live streamed at newhavenindependent.org. Westville's Tabiza with a video shot in her native South Africa. A song that sounds fresh every time you hear it. Vula. Now that's the last word. Vule from Tabiza. Lives in Westville, shot in her native South Africa. She's won our town's heart pretty hard. She'll be making new music this year, I know. Hey, thanks for joining me today on New Haven Video Jukebox on WNHH FM. I want to thank the Miracle Man behind the controls, WNHH station manager Harry Droz, and all the great musicians in all the genres in New Haven who keep turning out fantastic music year by year for a sound that's all our own. We're going to take it out with the Afro-Semitic Experience performing I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free from the group CD A Plea for Peace. This is Paul Bass inviting you to fly free with us all day and all night long here at WNHH, New Haven's home for community radio.